From the heart of the Amazon rainforest to the vibrant cities of its coast, Brazil pulsates with a rhythm all its own. A country of vast proportions and extraordinary diversity, it boasts landscapes that shift from the world's largest rainforest to arid plains, from towering mountain ranges to idyllic beaches kissed by the Atlantic. We'll navigate the mighty Amazon River, a lifeline for countless creatures. Our expedition will take us to the heart of the Pantanal, a sprawling wetland teeming with life. But Brazil is more than just its breathtaking landscapes. So come, let us delve into the soul of Brazil, discovering the stories etched into its land. No exploration of Brazil would be complete without venturing into the heart of the Amazon, the world's largest and most biodiverse rainforest. A realm of towering trees, the Amazon is a symphony of life. A concerto of buzzing insects, chattering monkeys, and the calls of exotic birds. Jaguars stalk their prey, while sloths cling to branches, moving with languid grace. The Amazon River, a colossal artery of life, courses through this verdant kingdom. But this delicate ecosystem faces unprecedented challenges from deforestation. The Amazon. A name synonymous with vast, untamed wilderness. It is the river that gives this incredible ecosystem its name. Flowing for over 6,000 kilometers, the Amazon carves its way through South America. The Amazon River is a force of nature, a relentless sculptor of the landscape. It carries more water than any other river on Earth. The river's reach extends far beyond its banks. The Amazon River is a lifeline for this entire region. It provides sustenance and transportation for countless species. Brazil's embrace extends far beyond the rainforest. The Atlantic Ocean crashes against over 7,000 kilometers of coastline, shaping the country's identity. From bustling beaches to secluded coves, this coastline is extraordinarily varied. Golden sands stretch, inviting visitors to relax and soak up the sun. It's a vital ecosystem, home to marine life and breeding grounds for sea turtles. Fishing communities thrive here, their livelihoods intertwined with the ocean. In the heart of South America lies the Pantanal, the largest tropical wetland in the world, a mosaic of flooded grasslands, forests and rivers. During the rainy season, rivers overflow, transforming the landscape. As waters recede, they leave behind nutrient-rich soil. The Pantanal becomes a haven for wildlife. Jaguars stalk prey, while giant river otters patrol waterways. We journey to a marvel crafted by human ambition, Brasilia, the capital city. Inaugurated in 1960, Brasilia stands as a testament to modernist architecture. Designed by Oscar Niemeyer, it symbolizes progress and the future. The layout, likened to an airplane, departs from conventional grid patterns. Wide avenues and monumental buildings create a sense of grandeur. Brasilia is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its modernist design. From the National Congress to the cathedral, it's an open-air museum. Our exploration of Brazil's wonders takes us to the northern frontier, where Brazil, Venezuela and Guyana converge. Here rises Mount Roraima, a testament to geological forces. Roraima is a tepui, a flat-topped mountain sculpted by wind and rain. Its sheer cliffs create an otherworldly landscape, inspiring legends for centuries. Shrouded in mist and waterfalls, it evokes mystery and isolation. The summit, accessible by a challenging climb or helicopter, harbors a unique ecosystem. The plateau is home to endemic species, plants and animals found nowhere else. Mount Roraima continues to beckon adventurers and scientists, offering a glimpse into an extraordinary world. Our journey through Brazil's natural wonders now brings us to a spectacle of unparalleled beauty and power, Iguazu Falls. Straddling the border between Brazil and Argentina, Iguazu is a symphony of water with 275 cascades tumbling over a precipice. The scale is breathtaking, dwarfing even the grandest of human creations. To stand before Iguazu is to witness nature at its most awe-inspiring. The roar of the falls, a thunderous crescendo, announces your arrival long before you set eyes on this natural wonder. A fine mist rises, painting rainbows across the sky and drenching the rainforest. Each cascade, a torrent of white water, possesses its own unique character. Some plunge with a deafening roar, while others cascade in a graceful dance. The surrounding rainforest, nourished by the constant spray, teems with life. Vividly coloured toucans and parrots flit through the lush foliage. Agile monkeys swing through the canopy, while beneath the surface countless fish navigate the waters. Iguazu Falls is a vibrant ecosystem, a balance of power and beauty. However, this natural treasure faces challenges. The delicate balance is threatened by human activities, from deforestation to climate change. Protecting this wonder requires sustainable tourism and conservation efforts, ensuring the symphony of water continues for generations. Brazil is a land of extraordinary diversity, not just in its wildlife and landscapes, but also in its climate. From the humid Amazon basin to the cooler south, Brazil experiences a tapestry of weather patterns. In the Amazon, rainfall nourishes the world's largest rainforest. This lush expanse has high temperatures year-round. Moving south, we find tropical and subtropical zones with distinct wet and dry seasons. The coastal regions enjoy a moderate climate influenced by the Atlantic Ocean. Sea breezes provide relief, supporting rich marine life. Inland, the Brazilian highlands have a cooler climate with occasional frosts. In the northeast, a semi-arid climate prevails with low rainfall. This diversity of climates shapes Brazil's remarkable biodiversity. Along the southeastern coast of Brazil, a formidable natural barrier rises dramatically from the Atlantic Ocean, the Serra do Mar. This impressive mountain range stretches for hundreds of miles, shaping the region's geography. Born of ancient tectonic forces, it features rugged peaks, deep valleys and steep escarpments. The slopes are cloaked in Atlantic rainforest, renowned for its biodiversity. The Serra do Mar acts as a vital refuge for this irreplaceable biodiversity. However, it faces pressures from human development. Brazil must balance economic progress with protecting this natural treasure. Deep within the heart of the Amazon rainforest lies Brazil's highest peak, Pico da Neblina. This imposing mountain, named Peak of the Mist, stands at 2,994 meters above sea level. Located in the remote Guiana highlands near Venezuela, it remained unconquered until the mid-20th century. Its slopes, cloaked in dense rainforest and swirling clouds, presented a formidable challenge. Yet for those who make the trek, the rewards are immeasurable. The summit offers breathtaking views of the surrounding rainforest. Moving inland to the heart of Brazil, we encounter the Brazilian highlands, also known as the Planalto Central. This vast, elevated region dominates much of southeastern, southern and central Brazil. A tapestry of rolling landscapes, dramatic escarpments and high plateaus sculpted by erosion. Composed of ancient crystalline rocks, these highlands showcase nature's enduring power. Within their embrace, you'll find a mosaic of different ecosystems. Grasslands known as cerrado, with twisted, fire-resistant trees, and lusher gallery forests along riverbanks, vital lifelines for diverse life. The highlands hold a subtle beauty, a quiet grandeur that reveals its secrets slowly. Flowing like a silver ribbon through Brazil, the São Francisco River is a lifeline for the highlands. Born in the southeastern mountains, it journeys over 2,900 kilometers to the Atlantic. Known as Old Chico, it connects communities and shapes destinies. Its waters irrigate fields and provide transportation. Carving through canyons, it creates breathtaking gorges and waterfalls. Gallery forests thrive, and fishermen's livelihoods depend on its bounty. The river is celebrated in song and story, symbolizing resilience and spirit. Our journey through the Brazilian highlands now takes us to the Mato Grosso Plateau, a vast expanse of high plains and rolling hills. This region, once a mosaic of grasslands, savannas and forests, has undergone a dramatic transformation. The Mato Grosso Plateau is the heartland of Brazilian agriculture. Vast fields of soybeans, cotton and corn now dominate the landscape. But this agricultural boom has come at a price. The expansion of agriculture has led to the clearing of vast swathes of native vegetation. The Cerrado, a biodiversity hotspot, has been particularly hard hit. This unique ecosystem is now one of the most threatened savannas on Earth. However, amidst the challenges, there are glimmers of hope. Efforts are underway to promote sustainable agriculture. Fernando de Noronha. This archipelago lies over 200 miles off the coast of Brazil. Born from the fiery heart of the Earth, these islands are the peaks of a submerged volcanic mountain range. The result is a landscape of dramatic beauty. Towering cliffs plunge into the turquoise depths below. The islands are fringed by beaches of pristine white sand. Beneath the surface, Fernando de Noronha comes alive. These waters teem with marine life. Along the Atlantic coast of Brazil lies the Mata Atlântica, the Brazilian Atlantic forest. Once a vast emerald tapestry, this forest is a realm of astonishing biodiversity. Golden lion tamarins with their fiery manes, jaguars, elusive and powerful, and a dazzling array of birds. But the Atlantic forest faces an uncertain future. Centuries of human activity have taken a devastating toll. Only a fraction remains, yet hope persists. Conservation efforts aim to protect and restore this vital ecosystem. Deep in the heart of Brazil lies a land shaped by ancient forces. This is the Chapada Diamantina, a region of towering plateaus and cascading waterfalls. Here, time seems to stand still, revealing its ancient history. Millions of years ago, this region was a seabed. The earth moved, creating the dramatic landscape we see today, a paradise for hikers and adventurers, revealing breathtaking beauty. The name hints at the region's rich history. In the 19th century, diamonds were discovered here. The region's true treasures remain its natural wonders. From the Cachoeira da Fumaca to the Poco Encantado, Chapada Diamantina offers a glimpse into the raw power and beauty of the natural world. As we journey through the wonders of Brazil, we encounter a fascinating cultural aspect of this diverse nation. Brazil stands apart, a linguistic island in a sea of Spanish speakers. Brazil inherited its language from its colonial past. For over 3 centuries, Brazil was under Portuguese rule. This legacy is most evident in the language spoken throughout the country, Portuguese. Brazilian Portuguese, a vibrant dialect with its own unique character and flair. Over time, it absorbed influences from indigenous languages and those spoken by enslaved Africans. Today, Brazil stands as the world's largest Portuguese-speaking nation. Off the coast of Bahia, islands emerge from the Atlantic, sculpted by wind and wave. This is the Abrolhos archipelago, a haven for marine life. The ocean teems with a kaleidoscope of colours, a vibrant underwater world. Renowned for its extraordinary coral reefs, the Abrolhos archipelago is a diver's paradise. Above the surface, the islands provide a vital nesting ground for seabirds. Among the archipelago's visitors are the humpback whales, migrating to breed and give birth. In northeastern Brazil lies a landscape of shimmering white dunes and azure lagoons. This is Lençóis Maranhenses National Park, where reality and fantasy blur. From the air, it resembles a giant white sheet, rippled by the wind. During the rainy season, a transformation takes place. Fresh water collects, forming crystal-clear lagoons. These lagoons reflect the sky, creating an ethereal atmosphere. Lençóis Maranhenses is a testament to nature's wonders. Brazil's human story is as vast and complex as its natural wonders. In 1500, Pedro Álvares Cabral's expedition landed on Brazil's shores. This marked the beginning of a new era, forever altering the land. The Portuguese claimed the land, planting seeds for a colonial empire. The encounter was a clash of cultures, a meeting of isolated worlds. As the Portuguese presence in Brazil grew, so did their ambition to extract wealth from this fertile land. Sugarcane emerged as the engine of the colonial economy. Vast plantations known as engenhos transformed Brazilian society. The Portuguese turned to the transatlantic slave trade. Millions of Africans were forcibly transported across the Atlantic. Those who survived were condemned to brutal toil on the plantations. The sugar industry brought immense wealth to the Portuguese crown. But for the enslaved, it was a story of unimaginable suffering. This dark legacy shaped Brazil's social and economic landscape. By the 19th century, the winds of change were sweeping across the Americas. The flames of revolution spread to Brazil, igniting a sense of national identity. In 1808, Napoleon's armies forced the Portuguese royal family to Brazil. This move elevated Rio de Janeiro and exposed Brazilians to new ideas. On September 7, 1822, Dom Pedro declared Independencia ou Morte, independence or death. Brazil broke free from colonial rule, starting a new chapter as an independent nation. The year is 1822. Brazil, rich in natural and cultural diversity, declares independence from Portugal. This marks the birth of the Empire of Brazil. Dom Pedro I becomes its first emperor. His reign faces political and economic challenges. His son, Dom Pedro II, takes over. Under him, Brazil sees peace and progress. He promotes education, modernization, and abolishes the slave trade. The year is 1888. Slavery has long cast a shadow over Brazil, but now a new era is breaking. The abolitionist movement gathers momentum. They understand the injustice of forced labor. Princess Isabel signs the Lei Áurea, the Golden Law. Slavery in Brazil is abolished. The news is met with jubilation. Brazil takes a momentous step towards justice. The year is 1889. Brazil, transformed by the abolition of slavery, finds itself at a crossroads. The empire, weakened by internal divisions and republicanism, begins to crumble. The military, once a pillar of the monarchy, becomes sympathetic to the republican cause. On November 15th, a coup led by Marshal Deodoro da Fonseca overthrows the monarchy. A new era dawns in Brazil, marked by hope and uncertainty. The early to mid-20th century saw a new era emerge in Brazil, dominated by Getúlio Vargas. Vargas seized power in 1930, ushering in 15 years of authoritarian rule. He implemented sweeping changes, modernizing Brazil with infrastructure projects. The Vargas era saw a dramatic shift in Brazilian society, yet his rule was marked by repression and silent dissent. Vargas returned to power in 1951, ending tragically with his suicide in 1954. The years following Vargas's death were turbulent for Brazil. Political instability, economic woes, and social unrest gripped the nation. In 1964, fearing a communist takeover, the Brazilian military seized control of the government. The coup marked the beginning of a military dictatorship lasting over 2 decades. Political parties were banned, Congress dissolved, and the constitution suspended. Censorship muzzled the media, and opposition was crushed. Thousands were imprisoned, tortured, or exiled. Amidst repression, the military oversaw rapid economic growth. The Brazilian miracle came at a heavy price. Social inequalities soared, and human rights were violated. The dictatorship left deep scars on the nation's soul. The tail end of the 20th century marked profound change for Brazil. The military regime's grip began to loosen. Like a forest reclaiming its territory, the seeds of democracy began to sprout anew. In 1985, the military regime ended, paving the way for civilian rule. The nation, scarred by repression, had to learn to walk the path of democracy once more. The year 1988 saw the birth of a new constitution, enshrining democracy and individual liberty. It was the dawn of a new era, pregnant with hope and the promise of a brighter future. With the dawn of the 21st century, Brazil emerged on the world stage with a newfound confidence. The nation embarked on a period of remarkable economic growth. The Brazilian economy surged forward, carrying with it the aspirations of millions. Fueled by abundant natural resources and a vibrant workforce, the world took notice of Brazil's resurgence. In 2003, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva became president. Brazil joined the BRICS nations, reshaping the global order. There was a palpable sense of optimism, a belief that Brazil had found its place in the sun. Our journey through Brazil draws to a close. From the Amazon to its megacities, Brazil amazes. Thank you for joining us. Like and subscribe for more journeys.